With the new update to WIC, bringing us some crazy changes to War of the Kingdoms, red refinement, and increased coin skill with our glory dragon, new happy hour with 0 motivation costs for a whole hour against rebels, and precise relocations for our armies in all-out war. In addition, some changes to the marriage system, a new tax for players off their home kingdom, more time in Endless Abyss, and changes to the crystal mines. Of course, if you've seen the actual patch notes, this was an April Fool's post. Trust me, I'm not 2 days late, your clock is wrong. But on to the actual update, bringing us some changes to Arena of Honor, a new bowman weapon, improved experience in one of the most rewarding events, a new green sight commander skin, and some small quality of life changes for us. So let's get straight into it. Firstly, the Arena of Honor changes, which unfortunately we will need to play the event first before seeing. There are said to be improved display markers to aid players knowing which buildings open and giving easier descriptions, and a map changes. But still, it is not clear if the map size has changed, if buildings have been moved, and where, since in the event description the map has yet been updated. We look forward to covering this when we can. Some simple quality of life updates. Improved the display of badges. Now we can see the quality of these in our gear screen. Festival tokens from the 5th anniversary can now be sold for 1,000 gold. A small report change. Now all players displayed are in alphabetical order, and the new Dragon Advance has been added to Dragon Ability Assembly and Reports. And lastly, changes to the fishing event. No doubt one of the best events for most players, giving so many resources a large amount of players use consistently. There are items here for just about any player. We are yet to see the quality improvement. We will keep it updated. Jamie's Greenside Commander skin has been added, giving us the passive stats of 20,000 army size, 30% to total health, and 45% reduced spearman attack at max level, very solid, obtained in the Raffle event, which is way too inaccessible for too many players. Even with a high investment, there are chances of still not winning the items, which is unfortunate given some of the new best content in the game is being released here. Similar to the slot machine event prior, we will have to wait and see if these get released either in packs or event rewards, or even the Arrow event where we have access to Cersei, Baelish, and John Commander green sites. Another small thing is happening with the Raffle event, being the new source for Jamie green site. Usually these new commander medals are being released as 610 medals for 15,300 black diamonds, but something interesting is that a lot of these items are also coming in at half quantities in price. And to think leveling tiers for these commanders are 10 to unlock, and the upgrades per tier are 40, 80, 120, 160, and 200, being a total of 610 exactly. Thankfully, at the very least, when you do buy this, you max it instead of receiving XX, or worse, a shortage. But that's exactly what happens when players buy the half-price, half-quaintly Raffle, giving 305 medals for 7,500 black diamonds. Yes, it is cheaper to go for this method twice, but given the still chance when not investing fully into it, the pain of your 90% chance failing you may be too much. Anyways, 305 medals is good enough to get you from base level up to 3 stars, or stat-wise for Jamie. We don't have this unlocked, so we're basing it off John's progressions. So it should be 4,000 army base, to 6,000, then 8,000, and then 10,200 army size, which is where you will reach with the limit of 305 medals. Then the next tier will jump to 12,200, then the biggest jump to 20,000 army size. Every second round now with the Raffle event will be this half price, half quantity. If you are going to spend on this event, good luck to you. They will add this content, or at the very least the Greenside Commander medals through other sources in the future. Bit giving Ultimate Conquest is here. Maybe that little extra army size can sway the game into one's favor. Who knows? Now onto the bowman weapon, which at the moment isn't clear to us what this new weapon will be. Whether it will be an existing weapon is going into the crystal mines, or a whole new weapon is planned on being released soon. Speculation is fine. No weapon source info has yet been changed. And considering the current commanders we have in these stores, options are many. If it will be a new commander weapon, we can rule out Egbert, given his a commander sourced from Recruitment Pass shop, and the other commander from this store weapon, Winton, is sourced from the Archery Recharge event. It's likely we will find it here too. Another commander will be Melisandre. While yes, she did recently get released, this is a in the future edition, so few months we could see her weapon here. And likely the weapon which will come to this store is Sansa, despite her awakening skill being heavy utility. Increasing shelter and hospital capacity, her weapon will likely be similar to Sheila and Soren, giving passive stats, and may even boost healing speed just for a little extra. We will update this as soon as it's live. Despite being a more small update, what are you most interested with this? Seeing a new Bowman Specialist weapon finally going to drop in the Coming to the Crystal Mines future, do we think eventually these Greenside commanders will be available in the conversion tab soon? And the now continual changes to Arena of Honor is going to shape its seasons to come, or will it be slow yet major shifts like in Alliance Conquest new seasons? Well, we'll find out as time goes on.